That is hilarious. Doing an IG live, y'all. Hey y'all. Woo! Turn up.
Welcome.
Turn up. Thank you.
21 of the radio show. I'm your host, Derek Scott, and as advertised, I have the lovely Portia Coleman in the building.
Yeah, that was such a cool intro. Like you went back, and then you went current. That's hilarious.
There it is. There's
Hilarious. Yes. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yes.
As I was saying, I've been trying to get you on this show for.
Oh.
Finally
Look at it now. We got it. Yeah.
So now, you was born in LA, correct?
Yes, born and raised.
Right.
Los Angeles native, born and raised in the Valley, to be specific, San Fernando Valley. Went to Hollywood High School. Yeah, so I am Miss Hollywood, literally, if you want to say it that way. Yeah.
Listen, it's all good. It's all good at the end of the day. So now, you started out singing first. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess I would say, well, it's a little bit of both. So I was actually 4 when I did my first play. I went to a private school, elementary school. I was 4. And I started a play, and my very first song that I had to sing in the play was called Daddy, You're My Hero. I remember it like yesterday. I was in a play at 4. Always singing, though, because a lot of my family all comes from music. So my uncles play, my mom sings, my aunt sings. Like, music was always embedded in the family. And then my aunt was an actress, and so was my uncle. So that kind of fell in line at around the age of 7. And it's kind of funny because my very first acting role was actually in Friday at the ice cream truck behind Megan Good. Mind you, I saw Megan just yesterday. We were at the celebrity softball game. Her and Jonathan Majors were standing there, right? And she was like, Jonathan, baby, we go back so far. And he was like, oh, really? How far? And I was like, to the ice cream truck at Friday. And he was like, oh my God. Now you mean that's like a day one? I was like, she's from Panorama City, born in Van Nuys, raised in Sherman Oaks. Yeah, like, so we are 818 official. Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. I've been doing my searching. I could not figure that one out. I could not.
Well, if you don't know now, you know.
Right. So now, what I want to know with you is, you went to performing arts school.
I did, yeah. 2 performing arts schools. Robert A. Milligan, which is now Louis Armstrong Middle School, performing arts in Sherman Oaks, and then Hollywood High School right off of Sunset. Yeah.
Now, what I want to know is, you have to have the love to do what you do because you do so much.
Yes, very much so.
The passion. Where did this passion come from? Because I'm telling you, you've been in so many shows, so many different commercials. You do voiceovers.
Yes.
It's like, what in the world do you? How do you find the time?
What don't I do? I absolutely think I made my passion my paycheck, because at the end of the day, I can't see myself doing anything else. Like I said, I'm so blessed. I never had to have a 9 to 5 where I had to clock into a job because I was either singing, dancing, choreographing, acting, doing a voiceover, hosting a talk show. Always something in this field, which has always allowed me to basically maintain everything. The lifestyle, maintain whether it was going to classes, whether it was teaching other people. And of course, being in Los Angeles, it's like I never had to come to LA to start this dream because I was already born and raised here. So I feel like I had an advantage in a way, because when you go to Hollywood High School and you do this for a living, it's kind of like I wasn't coming here hoping to make it, because if not, I was on borrowed time because I had to go back home to another city. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think it helped a lot. And I can also rep LA. Like I said, my dad was born and raised in Compton, so I have all that LA side and then all the Valley side. So it's amazing that I can rep my city.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. My nails are pink. Breast cancer awareness. I know my nails are pink, and I thought, I was like, should I do a pink dress? And I was like, no, we're chilling in the house. But I love it. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, awareness.
Yes, I performed at several breast cancer awareness clubs for events that they have right here in West Hollywood. So I'm very much a supporter and have people that have went through it. So we are with you. We are supporting you guys.
There you go. Exactly. You've done a lot, like I said. So the first show I actually want to get into.
Okay.
First show I actually would like to get into.
Okay.
Is the Jamie Foxx show.
Okay. Yeah.
So how did that even come about? Is it true he actually handpicked you?
So here's the thing. So yes, I'll say yes and no, but it started with yes. So I've known Fox for a long time. I used to do radio on Foxhole. So shout out to my girl Claudia Jordan. She had a show called Claudia Jordan Show and Friends. That was on Foxhole Network, which was on Sirius Radio. So if you guys were Sirius subscribers and have been for a while, you would know that Foxhole used to be a channel on there before even Kevin Hart had Laugh Out Loud Radio and all that different stuff.
Yep.
So he had several shows on there. He had a main show that he did on Friday with Speedy and all his friends. And then he also had a show with us that we did that Claudia had on Monday nights. So we would always cross paths. I would always see him in passing. He would always invite us to his house for birthday parties and different stuff, but I never actually talked to him about what I did. He just thought I was like, the girl that was Claudia's friend on the radio show. So years go by, and I get an audition to be Jamie Foxx's girlfriend in this movie, and I'm like, this is my opportunity. First thing I said to myself was, listen, I've never been in front of Fox like this, but I'm going to make this count. And sure enough, I went to the audition. He was not there. Casting guy was there, and he was like blown away. He was like, oh, this is amazing. So I'm just going to let you know you're going to have a call back, and likely Jamie's going to be here. I was like, cool. But it was the next day. Very next day, I walk right in the room, and here's Fox sitting right there. He has his head down looking at some headshots and stuff. He looks up, and he's like, what you doing here? He's like, well, first of all, you must be talented because you had the call back. So I can't wait to see this. And I went right into the scene, and I'm talking about from the first line that I did, Fox lost his mind because I made a different play on what the character initially said that it should be basically read as. He was full. He started laughing, was going back and forth. We didn't even get through the scene, long story short, but he was like, okay, audition's over. I'm not even searching. This was amazing. And first thing he said was, how come you never told me you were this talented? And I was like, you know what? I said, here's the thing. Everybody approaches you, I'm sure. Hey, look at my third cousin. Oh, she dances. And take a look at this person. I hate that personally, being born and raised in LA, because people do that to me. And it's like, I understand someone wanting to show their talents and getting an opportunity, but at the same time, you can't do that every day, all day to someone and expect them to respect you. So at the end of the day, it was the timing and God's timing that allowed me to walk in that room and have him know who I was and blow him away at the auditions where he was like, oh my God. And that was just for the movie that we did, which we actually shot prior to Dad Stop Embarrassing Me. So you guys haven't seen a movie that we did where I play his girlfriend. And that's me, Jeremy Piven, Eva Longoria. Yeah, that's called All-Star Weekend.
Yes, it is.
All-Star Weekend. Wow. So after that, a year later, is when I heard he was going to do a TV show. And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully he brings me in. He said he would. I'm not going to press. Next thing I know, I got a call, and it was for his sister. And I'm like, oh, wow, I know his sister's in real life. And then he was like, I want you. I'm excited, but Netflix don't know you, so go in there and do your thing. And I was like, bet. I went in for one call, went in for all the Netflix people, and just like that, one call later, I got the contract, and I was hired. Yeah, so, the relationship helped, of course, but I still had to go in the door and blow their socks away because it takes your talent to get it. So, yes, I had the opportunity through him, but I also had to nail it myself because if I would have sucked, they would have been like, well, thank you, Jamie. We're glad you know her, but it's a no. So, it was not a no, and I'm excited about that, yeah.
So, now I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
Do you make it your duty to, when you get an audition, you make sure you nail it?
Yeah. I have a self-tape after this that I have to do. Yeah, you know, I think if people don't know what self-tapes are, I mean, the acting business really changed during COVID. There's no more going into audition rooms, really. And at the end of the day, you have to basically take a scene, make it your own, find somebody to read with, and submit the tape, and hopefully they call you back. It's very black and white now, but you get to do other takes. You get to actually invest in the character, sometimes in a way that you didn't necessarily have time to before when you were going into rooms. Because my thing, being like a really visual person, and I learn visually, you walk in the room, first thing I'm like, okay, where's the camera? Where's the reader? Where's the lighting? Like, it's so many things that you worry about prior to even starting the scene. Now you can actually control the narrative a whole lot better. So I like that. So when you submit your self-tapes, you don't get the feedback instantaneously unless you're getting a call back or unless, you actually book the job. But I do like that you actually can control how that process works. So for me, I make a self-tape like I'm really doing the job. And that's how I booked, I think, a lot. I mean, Power Book Force is coming up in November. You guys are going to see me. Mm-hmm. I booked that from a self-tape. No callback. I just got it right out the gate. It's self-tape. We love her. Wear the same thing you wore and ship her off to Chicago. And that's what happened. And then even, we'll get into that, I'm sure. But even with the role of Naomi for Divorced Sisters, that was a self-tape that I did for another role, which was Tiffany, actually, the role on the show. And then in person, 2 days later, Tyler was there, and he stopped me 30 seconds in and was like, no, you're Naomi. And I was like, I don't know who that is, but okay. And sure enough, right on the spot, is he hired me right there for Naomi.
Check that out.
But it started with my audition. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Well, now let me tell you. So, this Christmas movie is called
Too Many Christmases.
Too Many Christmases.
Yeah.
That was dope. Oh my goodness.
I really like that movie.
You killed that.
Thank you. I have to shout out, of course, my entire cast. Denzel Whitaker was so great to play my on-screen husband. Then we had, of course, Adele Gibbons and Valerie Pickford. Like, come on. Yeah. Valerie Pettiford is iconic. She's also a Cancer woman, so we're always talking astrology on set. Adele, I have seen forever, was such a big fan. So I really love the dynamic that we all had as mother and daughter and father and son. Like, we had a blast filming that movie. So you guys can watch that on BET Plus now as well if you haven't seen it. It's not too early to start watching Christmas movies because it's right around the corner again almost. So,
it literally is.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Yeah, Too Many Christmases was so fun. We shot that in upstate New York, actually.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, upstate New York. We were there about a month and hammered it out. And it's so funny because when you're shooting Christmas movies, you shoot them in like the summer or the spring. So we're in all this cold gear when it's hot outside.
Wow.
Yeah. It was fun though. It was a blast.
It looked like you guys really connected.
Thank you. We had a great time.
So now, what I wanted to say is this. She does so much. I'm going to just get it out the way. I got a couple of things
I love it. I like it. Okay.
So, I remember you in Ballers.
Yes, I had fun on Ballers.
I remember you in Ballers. You was a good girl. Paradise City. All-American Homecoming.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, you was a chipmunk in Pixel Perfect.
Hilarious. Not a dang chipmunk. I definitely was not a chipmunk in Pixel Perfect. That's hilarious, though. The narrative. Not a chipmunk, but Pixel Perfect. For those who haven't seen that, go on Disney Plus. That was, to me, that movie. Mind you, it did amazing. It was a Disney original film, and it was ahead of its time. The movie was all about basically AI and the holographic rock star that we had that was the lead singer for our group. And this was maybe 20 years ago. Like, that's how far advanced Disney was talking about that then. So to have this AI world and stuff now is mind-blowing. But yeah, I played Rachel, this really earthy bass guitar player. And I actually learned how to play the bass guitar. We shot that in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now that's crazy. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you remember the first time you got a credit for a movie?
The first time I got a credit for him. Yeah, I think one of the first times I got a credit. See, that's the thing. I'd have to look back and see on IMDb because IMDb kicked in. I don't even know if it was necessarily around when I first started, but I had to go check to see the first credit. I mean, for sure it has to be either the Ellen Show, like you played, when I was a kid on the school bus, or even not Gregory Hines because I was already like rocking and rolling then.
Yeah.
I did an episode on which is another one. Do you know? I'm like, if you know, you can tell me. I'm like,
it was the Ellen Show.
It was Ellen. Okay, there we go. I was a kid on a school bus who overslept, and it was the Ellen Show. That's so funny. In my mind, I was like, maybe it's that because I did so much. I did about 6 months of background work before I was principal, but you don't get credit for background work usually on IMDb or not then. So, wow, the Ellen Show. And what was my name? Kid on the Bus?
It said Kid on the Bus. First kid on the bus.
See, out of all the kids on the bus, I was the first kid on that bus.
Yes, it was.
You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. Yeah, being the first kid on the dang bus. That is funny. I know. That's the thing. You have to really go back and look. So many times you do jobs and you're like, what was my first? And I actually go back and I chuckle because I'm like, it doesn't even feel like it's been that long, even though I will never sit here and say, oh, overnight success, overnight my behind. Ain't nothing overnight about what I've been doing, but I enjoy it, so it doesn't actually feel like it's just that stressful. Like there's times, of course, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do a self-tape. There's times when you don't want to do a lot, but I'm also grateful for what I do and I can enjoy it at the same time. So it's a blessing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now before I get into the Moore Sisters, which I don't know if y'all know, but she can sing.
Thank you.
All right. You know, so what you don't understand, 21 Mega Radio is not just a podcast. We actually have a radio station.
A radio station, yes. I'm familiar with 11 Radio. Yeah.
So now let me tell you something. So what happened?
What happened?
You've been on our broadcast for about some months now.
Okay.
With this song called Fire Body.
Oh, nice. Come on, Fire Body. Yes. I love it.
Fire Body, and it's another one, if I'm not mistaken, called Temptation.
Temptation, yes. My Afrobeats records. I love those. Yes. Yeah.
Those been rocking on my station for a minute now.
Okay.
So what I want people to actually hear it. You can say we're gonna get into.
I love it.
Process.
That's so awesome.
This is her. Yes. Yo, listen, multi-talented. This is crazy. So we're gonna get to this right now. Check this out.
Okay. Come on now. That's a vibe.
What?
That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
That's a vibe.
Thank you.
Yo, when I heard this,
I'm like, wait a minute. You liked my song. You liked it?
Yeah, that's
it's a vibe. Fire Body was my, like I said, Afrobeats era. Fire Body and Temptation, I love so much. Like, and then Temptation is so sexy, just about all the things that you do to tempt. And I love Afrobeats. It's like a whole world of just. I could literally play Afrobeats all day at my house and not get tired, just because it's the sound, the percussion, just everything about it is so like it's just sexy. I love it.
It is. It really so is. Hot. Like I said, you got it. I'm sitting there, I'm listening to this music, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like what's going on?
If people really go do a lot of research, they'll see a lot of things Portia Coleman, you know.
See, exactly. That's why I made sure I did my research.
Thank
so
you.
now we're about to get into this BET Plus, the number one. Sorry.
Yeah,
number one,
put some respect on her name.
Number
Number one, biggest show. And I see Aquarius Waters, All Things Ruthless. We love Ruthless, but guess what? Our records beat Ruthless.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, Divorced Sisters was the number one show.
Yes, it is.
Of all time on
All
BET
time.
Plus for a scripted
Yes,
TV show. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. And this is insane, just how much of a blessing that show has been. But also, it's just getting started. Like, we had 8 episodes that you guys saw. We already shot 8 more that are done. You know, Tyler, he just likes to go on a little break. Maybe people want it bad and then come on back. So, yes, this role has been hilarious and so funny hearing all the different people come up to me and be like, Naomi, girl, what is wrong with you, girl? And I'm like,
yo, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into these questions because, I'm sorry, Naomi, that's a completely different vibe.
what? What happened? What?
I ain't never seen you. I've seen a lot of your films and TV. Girl, you done put something, you did something. My goodness. And we love it because at the end of the day, you portrayed this part, you nailed it.
Thank you.
Literally nailed it. Me and my family, listen, we've been
Oh,
talking
you
about
guys all watched? Oh,
What?
thank you.
Listen.
That's
we
so
love
nice.
you. What? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the part when you actually telling your girls something.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. You told them off. Ooh, man. She
Go
put
ahead.
She put it on them.
Go
So check
ahead.
this out. We talk about Naomi.
Whoops. What? They playing Divorced Sisters, y'all. I'll come say hey in a moment. Lord. In the words of my good friend Jaleel White, did I do that?
Yes, the hell you did. Yo, before I get into that, I just want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Portia and Naomi, how close are you?
Hilarious. So many people
how
ask
close
me
are
that.
you to actually to say it?
Hilarious. So many people ask me that. Listen, not honestly that close. When I'm reading and all that, like a lot of that, them feelings was improv. I'll tell you that. Just because Tyler Perry is a one-take king. Like, you go in there, one take, you come out swinging, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, the Miss Lonely, that was I threw that in. A lot of that stuff, it was just me throwing out because, of course, as sisters, and I don't even have any sisters. I grew up with a brother. I think when you have female friends, there's always one that's going to be like the more shy, demure one who will keep people in line. There's always the one that's going to be like, I don't know, should we, maybe not, the one who kind of like straddles the fence. Then there's one who's always off the edge where you like, girl, you better talk her down because she's going to do something crazy. So I feel like Naomi, of course, based on even just out the gate, how you see her and how you experience her, by the time that scene happens, she's ready to let it all out because they're standing there kind of like coming at her, but she's like, hold up, all y'all got issues and you're coming at me?
Yeah.
And it needed to be said. So I understand and I love all the blogs and all the Facebook forums where people are talking about, we love Naomi, she's keeping it real. And other people are like, she's mean and she's evil spirited. It's like, I love the talk because at the end of the day, you're talking about her. And it's fine.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to love her. You don't have to hate her. Every episode, you're going to find some other character and be like, oh, I can't stand her. And then I love her. Whether it's Naomi, Geneva, Tiffany, or Rashida, or Naomi, you are going to take all of these girls and see yourself or your friends in each one of these girls. And that's what's so beautiful about the character. And that scene in particular, it was like, it was tough because we all had to stand, obviously. And we don't even have marks. Like, Tyler is so good. He's like, no, if you want to go here, you can do what you want. But this particular scene was like, stand still and y'all just talk. And it was like, all right, let's go. And sure enough, that was my whole, like, paragraph. It was like 2 pages dang there. And I was like, okay, well, if we're going to fire it off, I got to go back to back. I got to personalize each girl because we've all been friends for 20 years in this show. So if you've all been friends for 20 years, you guys all had different experiences. So when I'm talking about Geneva, I say my day one. That wasn't scripted, but I'm like, okay, well, if Geneva's the girl that I go far back with, we all know in the script that Geneva don't even know or knows who the baby daddy to her child is. So by me saying that, whole days was popping. That wasn't scripted, but in my mind, I'm like, that's a dig at, you don't even know who your baby daddy is. So don't you try me right now. Because as the audience is watching, they're like, oh, no, she didn't. But am I lying?
Yeah. You're not lying.
I'm not lying. Then when I go and talk about his Jangalang being, that was also kind of like something I threw in because she's unhappy sexually. Yes. So why not throw something in to get reactions from the girls organically when it's like, ooh. and it works. So again, shout out to Tyler for writing all these girls so individually different, but at the same time, they're intertwined and connected. And Naomi is just the girl that's just always going to deliver it without any tact sometimes.
There it is.
It's the best way to say it. So I've never also, when you mentioned how close, I've never pulled a gun on anybody. No.
Say it again?
I've never pulled a gun on anybody. Remember you asked how close the characters are.
Yeah. You never pulled a gun on
I never pulled a gun on. I've been to the gun range. I know how to shoot, but I've never pulled a gun on nobody. I've never tied a guy up, but I wouldn't mind trying it now that I've done all this Naomi stuff. So many people are like, do you do that in real life? I'm like,
Let me tell you something. Well, I have to say, I thought this is one of those parts that we did not expect you to be like this.
And that's why I love it.
We used to seeing that smile, that happiness.
Yeah.
You know, we never saw you like, oh my goodness, this part, I'm telling you.
I needed a role like this. I needed a role like this because in my mind, all the ones I've played have been fun. I mean, from Jamie's sister on Dad Stop Embarrassing Me, a fun time. That was also so fast during COVID and how we were shooting like comedy. I come from stand-up comedy, doing these multi-camera TV shows. And then to have a chance to get this role and have to shoot this, we shot this in like 8 or 9 days. That's how fast Divorce Sisters took place. So it ain't like we had, like I said, one takes. You're seeing quick hitting, like when I watch how they edited and how it all came together, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And I just can't wait for you guys to see the next 8 episodes.
Oh, listen, let me tell you something. You can't wait. Listen, again, the way it went off, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you got
I know, people are so mad. They're like, Tyler, what is this? What are you doing?
What are you doing? He does that to us, though. He does that.
He does.
So
yeah.
I got to expect it, but
Tyler's good at that. Thank you.
Yeah, he's good at that. So now, what I wanted to ask you is, can you describe the experience working with these young ladies?
Yes.
Because I know you don't actually know all of them, you know some of them, but how was it, how you experienced working with them, you know, translate, all powerful.
Exactly. All such dynamic powerhouses, right?
Yes.
Well, for one, me and LaToya, if you go back and watch a BET Plus movie from 2 years ago, we played sisters in a BET movie. Yeah. Yeah, that we played on a BET Plus movie. It was myself, her, Demetrius Shipp, and oh god, several other actors. It's right there on my IMDb. You can't miss it. I've done like 5 Christmas movies now, so I'm having a brain fart on that title because we have too many Christmases. Then I did You Can't Fight Christmas. I have several, but this was also a Christmas show. So me and Latoya knew each other already, and then me and Brianna actually did not know each other. But all of our friends are connected because she also comes from dance, and she's from Pasadena. So she's an LA girl, born and raised. Kadeen I had never met, but was a fan of her and DeVal, who also, stars on Sisters and as his wife and has 4 beautiful boys. If you follow social media online, then you follow their journey as a couple.
Yes.
And then Jennifer I had never met, but she's also worked with Tyler in a different instance. So I feel like when we all met, especially 3 of us at the audition, I met Kadeen at the audition. I already knew Devon from LA. I worked with and already knew Rob Riley. So a lot of us had already kind of like somehow connected. Like Tyler's great at that because a lot of times he uses a lot of the same actors in different projects, but I never worked with Tyler before. So it was a blessing to actually come in to work with him. But all of us had a whole week to just bond. All we did was got together, went over dialogue, and a lot of stuff that you see again, you rehearse it one way, but it comes out totally different by the time Tyler's behind the camera and he says action. He might tell you to throw out a whole different line, completely different. And you got to be ready to roll the punches, throw out that line, and the other girls got to go with it. It's like, it's really a master class in acting, which I love. And I'm glad I had the flexibility to do things. And he was like so cool with it. All of us, we had different times that we really didn't always shoot together. I did not see a lot of things that Kadeen had shot, aka Geneva, or even what Rashida had shot at the church. I was never there. And Naomi don't go to church. Not there to watch each other do. So when we're watching the show live, we're like, oh my God, that's what they shot. And they weren't in the bedroom watching the scenes that I shot.
Oh, no, they wasn't.
With my boy. So, shout out to Michael Boulware. You guys know him from All the Queen's Men.
Listen,
from
Michael, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You and him, I don't know. Did you know him before this part, or just the connection?
I had never met Michael. I mean, I had saw him in passing. So one time, again, when we didn't know each other, he used to be on a circuit with Vivica Fox. They had like a traveling, like kind of like adult show that they had. So while I was on the radio show with Claudia, we all went because they gave us tickets to go to their show. But that's because she knew Vivica and that was for the show. So he was one of the dancers, but it was nothing more than a high bye. We did not know each other. And then when I was wondering who they were going to give this role to of Hakeem, when I saw his name, I was like, oh my God, that's Michael who plays Doc on All the Queen's Men. So he was nothing but a gentleman. When I tell you he was so sweet. And it's almost like, of course, when you have scenes that are like that, sometimes it could be very awkward. As actors, when you are working with somebody and the first thing you got to do is be like, hey, so we got to be in bed together, rolling around like we are hot and bothered. And you have to be comfortable doing that. So, of course, we FaceTimed initially just to say hi and get it all out there. And by the time I was in Atlanta, I was like, I made it a point. We got to get together.
Exactly.
And I was like, because we're not going to test this chemistry the first day on set. We're not going to do that. Because we had our toughest scenes within the first 3 days. I'm talking about my second day. I'm doing all the scenes with him, scenes with the girls. Like, it was quick. It was quick. So he was very comfortable with allowing me to take the lead, and I love that.
Right. I know that's right.
Because, as a guy, you may not be like, oh, I want to do this and do that. And I was like, no, I want you to do this. I want you to try that. And by the time we shot it the day of, Tyler was like, y'all do what you want. And we did it, and it was like, just watching that moment, even just like a little, like, fun fact, in the scene where I'm choking him and we're all in it, and he throws me off and does all this. I told him, I said, throw me off of you. Like, literally, like, take me and throw me off your bed. I said, I'm a dancer. I'm fine. It's a bed. I'll be good. Throw me off of you because I want you to have this moment as the time when you're turning back around being vindicated, because it's like, I'm tired of you doing all this stuff to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to give it back to you and get in my face, because he's such a gentleman. I was like, get in my face. It's fine.
Yeah, you have to.
Put your finger in my face. Talk to me like however you want to. And that's why in that moment, and then even I was like, if you want, grab my neck. And that's when you saw, like, tired of this shit.
Yeah, he got you, yeah.
It was great. And when I saw that scene, and even Tyler, it was only him and like the DP in the room, he was like, Oh, this was amazing. Even the cigarette woman.
Yeah.
I didn't have a cigarette, but there was one at the table, and I was like, "Yo, hand me a cigarette." Next thing you know, I started lighting it up in the scene, and that's what you see. And that's what happens as an actor. You start like just thinking of different things to do. And Tyler, as a director and as a writer, I'm glad that he was okay with that stuff, and that he actually, I think, likes when an actor can bring that stuff to the table, because it's like, thank you for bringing to life what I have on a piece of paper. To me, a scene is nothing more than, of course, the writing that's there, but it takes someone to bring it to life. Any movie you see, bring it to life, and I'm so glad that Tyler allowed us to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. It was fun.
That's it.
It was fun.
So now, you do a lot of charity work as well.
I do.
Yeah. So, tell me about Hearts of Africa.
Yes. Okay. So, oh gosh. So this was years ago when they approached me to be an ambassador for basically Africa. So every, they always say a black person is obviously African, Nigerian. I did my ancestry, and I'm actually Nigerian, Southeast Asian, and oh gosh, so many things. Black, white, Southeast Asian is what the concoction of it all is basically. And I have always wanted to go to Africa. I have not been yet, but I said, listen, I want to do not only a photo shoot, I want to donate, and I want to be as involved as I can, because this was a while back when I was really doing a lot of TV shows heavily and couldn't even get there to travel. I'm talking about I didn't even know if I had a passport at that point, to be honest, just because I was young. But the thing is that I like to partner with companies that I really align with, no different than breast cancer awareness. I perform at breast cancer events. Just yesterday, I was at a charity softball game for the Watsons, that they do every year. I usually play in the game. I donate. Like, I'm always that person. I donate blood every 3 months to Children's Hospital. I've been doing that since I was in high school. Yeah, so I love doing that stuff. And a lot of times I don't even talk about it, because that's just what I do.
That's why we brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Say anything.
And a friend of mine, I love, her name is Amanda Salas, and we were actually talking about this when I was on Fox 11, our radio show, not a radio show, our television show here that we have for Fox 11, and she survived cancer as well. And she remembered that on my birthday, I took her to go to a wig store because her hair was falling out. And I told her, I said, listen, you are my girl. And I said, I can show you everything. And I just did it. I called her. I was like, what are you doing today? And she was like, nothing. And this was like, mind you, she wasn't even in her 30s at the time. Me and her are like the same age. And I just said, it's my birthday, but I want to do something for you. And we were like, dang, you're both crying on the show, talking about, yeah, I did. I took you to get wigs on your birthday, because it's just like, I'm that person. I'm giving to this homeless person that I see, or donating to the children's shelter. I always give clothes. I just do that by nature. I think maybe it's the cancer in me. I am a Cancer. Yeah. So that we are naturally just like that. So that's nice. Thank you for bringing that up, because I don't even do it for credit. Yeah.
Listen, before I'm going to give you a round of applause, I'm going to tell you something.
Thank you. So sweet. Thank you.
So as me being a host of the show, we're doing a lot of research. You really wasn't going to talk about that. I knew it. And I said, I'm going to bring this up because she doesn't talk about it. I've seen so many interviews where you did not see anything. Yeah. And so when your PR sent me some stuff, I'm looking like, oh yeah, okay, we're going to talk about this. Yeah. She's definitely, and I get it.
I love that.
I definitely get it.
I love that, because sometimes people don't bring it up. People, if they're asking about it and they have time in an interview to bring it up, it's like, okay, sure, I'll talk about it. But I don't go around bragging at the things that I do. I feel like if you're doing it from the heart, then it doesn't need to be like, hey guys, I went and donated today. Like, it's fine. I do it all the time. You don't even know. I always get pricked and poked and given pints of blood. It's just, I don't talk about it. But I think that's so nice that you brought it up. I appreciate that.
Of course. So now, you have a way of loving people in your circle.
Yes.
Now, you have a big circle. You have enough circle that you can see that you have love for all of them. And that's the quality that I've seen. Like I said, I studied a lot of things that you do. See you in different events or whatever, and I know when they see you, for some reason, when you walk in the door, it's like, shit, right, this is it.
Thank you.
You know, so what I wanted to know is, in this industry, we all can't smile because a lot of things happen behind the scenes that we don't know.
True.
You can be stressed out for something and then get a partner. It's like, does sometimes you get into a point where you're doing a part and the part actually seems like the perfect moment to lash out?
Oh, wow. You know, that's so interesting. I think, of course, as an actor, you have to pull from your own experiences. Yeah. Like I said, even perfect examples, the role of Naomi. She is an alcoholic. I have never drank alcohol a day in my life.
Did a good job on that one.
Thank you. But I know people that drink till they can't drink no more. Okay. So I feel like that experience, like, I mean, my grandmother loved alcohol. Like I said, I have a big family, and there are several members in my family that love a good sip. So it's like I've seen it, been around it, and at the same time, when you see a side and you're like, Naomi does what? Like, you walk in her house, she's drinking, and then she comes to an event. You know, first thing that I said was like, okay, I'm pulling from that. Even the scene where I'm outside after they took all my stuff in the house, there's a liquor store scene. And I remember this liquor store scene, I had allergies so bad this day. And I knew, I was like, okay, my eyes are red, and this is the ending scene of the day. And I said, as soon as they had this liquor store, I said, I need a paper bag and a bottle. They was like, oh, you want a paper bag? I said, yeah, props, I need a paper bag. Like, I know that because I know my relatives and people that I know, when you go in to get your alcohol, that paper bag, it's not, you're not leaving the store. You got the paper bag and you sipping already, which meant in my mind, Naomi was already drinking prior to getting there. So by the time she gets out, she has to be slightly wasted before she goes to the ballroom.
There it is.
That's what I said in my decision. Give me a bottle. And when I tossed it, I was like, give me this. I was pulling from what I saw. When I'm pulling from other things, as far as just different people pulling a gun on somebody, being mad. I remember that scene that you remember from Waiting to Exhale. How mad was Angela Bassett when Michael Beach was like, yeah, so I'm leaving you. And this for this white girl. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain things that you can watch and be like, oh, I can pull from that.
Oh, yeah.
Certain things when you just think about, and it's like it has to come to life. And there was a lot of things going on, even at the time where I was shooting the show, and I was like, I'm letting it all hang out. And in my mind, I'm like, if I've never portrayed this type of character, she is a let it all out type of person. Yes, she has to be vulnerable and not have any fear. So even in the scenes where you see where it gets risque, Tyler was very like, you do what you're comfortable with. I see what's in the script here, but he's very freeing by saying, do what you're comfortable with. And I was like, no, I'm comfortable. Because at this point, this girl is not going to be like, oh.
Exactly.
That's not who she is. That's not who she is. And I love that side because everybody has like an alter ego and everybody has like that, flip the switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Naomi's definitely the alter ego, and where you can channel through whatever you're going through and be expressive. And it's so funny because somebody that was online was like, what signs would all these girls be if you had to give this girl a sign? And the funniest thing, a lot of people said she's either a Leo or a Cancer because she let it all hang out. She's fiery like a Leo, but she's emotional like a Cancer. And I'm like, I'm a Cancer with a Leo rising. And I said, they felt it. They felt it.
They definitely felt it.
They felt that fire. They felt that fire. Yeah. So yeah, it's you got to leave it all out there. Come on, look at the lighting just coming through and just giving.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, okay.
That's just the sun. That's just the sun hitting. I didn't be
nice.
Thank you, nice. Golden Hour. Thank you. Thank you.
So now, what's coming up next for you? Because we can expect something. We gotta expect something.
We got some Power Book Force.
What?
Is on the way. I am in season 3 of Power Book Force. Can't tell you the episode number, but you just gotta watch. This is the last season of Power Book Force. And when I tell you this season is amazing, it is so amazing. Shout out to 50 and the entire team. I know 50 for a long time too, but I didn't even get Power Book through him. But this show is insane. It is so good. So shout out to Chris Lofton. Shout out to the entire cast of this show. So I actually did this before I shot Divorced Sisters. And they just, of course, were waiting to put this out. So now this is debuting, I think November 7th, they said on Stars.
Yeah.
So shout out to Stars and be ready to see this character on Stars. And then, of course, I have my EP that's out now, self-titled Portia. Right now, you can find it on any streaming platform. So Spotify, Apple Music, all of the above. You can catch my new songs. And my newest song is called Nasty Girl.
There's a Nasty Girl. You know, that's funny. Because if I'm not mistaken, I played that in the...
oh, nice.
We were playing that with our promotion.
Oh, hey, Nasty Girl. Hey.
Yeah, we used that for
I like it in the promo. Nasty Girl is like my lead single for that. I got a lot of good records. Put It Down, Nasty Girl, very sexy records as well. But just music is my love and my passion. So it's kind of like making sure that I'm putting out more music. Here we go. Yeah, that's the cover art coming out the TV. And I did that. I was like, yo, I want to be coming out of the box, and that's obviously coming out of the TV screen, coming just out all the way around. And I love that artwork right there. Yeah. So thank you guys. Make sure you stream it. Go check it out. It's a vibe. I got like about 5 songs on there.
There it is, exactly.
Yes.
So
I love it.
What we're gonna do, what I want to do, I'm gonna sign out, but I want to talk to you behind the scenes, and I want to say something to you. I want to thank you for actually coming.
Oh, it's fine.
On the radio. And you know, it's been a pleasure. You're definitely what I thought you would be. You're a wonderful lady.
Thank you.
Really kind-hearted, and I really, respect your craft. You was amazing.
Thank you. So much more to come too. I appreciate that. There's so much more to come.
Oh yeah, definitely. But for everybody else, thanks to everybody. I seen y'all interpret a couple of your songs and put them in rotation on our.
Let's do it. I love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But until then, you stay right there. You don't move. Everybody else, y'all have a good night, and please be, the ladies. You have to go get tested. Breast cancer awareness month.
Yeah, go do it. I did. Like, not even, this was every year. You got to get your screenings done. First year I actually had to, just because I wanted to, because my first cousin passed from breast cancer at 32. So to me, even that whole, wait till you're 40 or 45, I don't even know what the number is. I went to do this years ago, and I wasn't even up 40. I went, and I was like, no, it runs in a family. You never know. You can have tissue, a lump. Examine your breasts, and boys, examine those testes, because those are signs that you might be experiencing that you don't really realize. So definitely go get tested, and make sure you do the right thing, because one screening and one doctor can save your life. You know what I'm saying? And it could be, you can catch it. That's the thing. It's like, it's not too late to catch it while it's early. So drink your alkaline water, alkalize that body. I'm an alkaline advocate. I will tell you to the day of. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, take care of yourself, guys. And I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, definitely. So y'all, like I said, you stay there.
Awesome.
Everybody else, I'll talk to y'all later.
Sounds
this has been
good.
great, bro. So y'all take it easy.
Bye, guys. See you later. Hey, you can come in if you're in here. I think I heard the door.
Hi. Listen. Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
It's so good.
I'm going to introduce you to my son, because he is one of your biggest fans.
Oh, really? Okay.
He wanted to meet you. Come over here. Come on.
Okay.
He's just doing his, he's starting to be an actor as well. He's just beginning.
Okay.
He just finished his
review. Hi.
Oh, there she is.
How are you?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm well, thank you. Where are you guys located?
We're in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Nice. Okay, that's right. Filming the show.
You're a California girl, man. Oh, my goodness. I would have never picked that.
People never get, they think I'm from the East Coast all the time.
I really did.
I know. I have a lot of New York energy, East Coast. I know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I love it. That's so awesome. Has it been going good for you?
Do you have any advice for him starting out as a young actor?
You know what? I say start in background. I tell everybody, the background world gives you the experience that you need to have, strictly because you can get bumped up on set for one, and you can get your SAG vouchers. So the importance of seeing how things work on set behind the scenes is so crucial. I remember being background on several shows, and next thing I know, they're like, we like this girl, give her a line. Just like that. That's a SAG voucher. Just like that. We see you. We need to swap this. Being on the set is half the battle. So don't think that any job is too little. If you want to be a writer, director, then go be an intern. If you want to be an actor, go start in background. If you want to be an editor, go work at a digital company. Like, you have to be there and be present. And so many people are always like, how can I get to where you are? And I'm like, I started here. And you build to that. So again, you can get lucky. Like I said, I only did background work for 6 months. And then I got booked, and I booked 3 commercials back to back in like a month. And then I was off and running and had my SAG voucher. But again, I was background, but I got bumped up, and they saw that ability. I got an agent. I went to an acting class. I got an agent at the end, because that's what they do. They have agents come at the end of the 6-week program. And I got an agent right after that. And next thing you know, So it can happen fast. Mine happened fast, but it started with me doing 6 months of the background work. And that's what kind of catapulted it. So there's a ton of work in Atlanta. I trust me, I know. Like, living in LA, there's more work for y'all in Atlanta in a way than there is here, because we're waiting for principal work, but you got all the shows that tape right in your backyard in Atlanta.
Yes, they do.
So
yes, they do.
Try to get with one of those agencies out there that they have, or they take on the talent. Get on Actors Access, LA Casting. These are all websites. Good. Actors Access, LA Casting, Casting Frontier. These are all Backstage.com. These are all websites that you could go on where you find your own castings. I self-submit for a lot of times myself when I see stuff.
I know that's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because if my agent didn't catch it, that's fine, but I've seen it. Yeah, so that's the best advice.
So, I'm going to let you go, but again, I appreciate you giving him the time.
You're welcome, yeah.
To talk to him. And like I said, he just finished his first reel.
Nice.
His first demo reel, so, you know.
With all your stuff in it? It has all your work already on it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you got Actors Access, Pitch, what is another one? Active Pitch is another one, too, that a lot of agents and Active Pitch is really good. I'm on that one, Active Pitch. And then I also suggest getting like Vimeo Pro, so you can have all your reels like publicly on the Vimeo page, so anybody can go right to your URL. YouTube is a little tougher, because even if I try to put stuff on my clips on YouTube, they don't really allow it because the companies own the footage. Yeah. So Vimeo, it doesn't take it down, as well as Active Pitch, Actors Access. They allow you to have your profiles, and you just have your link, you know, when you can just send it to people directly. But you want everything like in one hub. You don't want to be like, oh, well, my acting demo's here, my musician demo is there. You want it to be as easy as possible to get people to go direct to, you know, one-to-one link.
But no, I get that.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah. And it's good. And like I said, I started editing. Like I said, I do, like you said, you finish your own reel. People don't even know. Like, before all these, like, easy editing stuff came out, I was editing my own stuff on VHS. I was editing. Wow. Oh, yeah. I do a lot of
VHS.
Don't judge me. I know I look young. But I say VHS because you remember Ellen's show was on VHS. That wasn't on DVD.
Yes,
I was a kid. That's when a lot of stuff came out. I used to do Power Rangers as a background when I was a baby. That was VHS. I don't know where them tapes is at, but it was VHS. So what I'm saying is that now the technology is really good, and you can find a lot of the shows that you did. And just put all your stuff together, and don't be afraid to hit people directly. DM people. Don't be too aggressive, but just still say, hey, I'm an actor. Here's a link to my reel. Hope to work with you one day. That's it. They'll open it.
It is. Yep. I'll keep that in mind. And speaking of that, so you was that little girl from Friday.
No, Megan, I was in it, but I was behind Megan. Megan was a girl who was like, you know, she had the line where she was there in the blue hat backwards. That was her, and I was right next to her. We had the same agent at the time, and we're like 5 years apart. Yeah, so we were, we grew up together.
I didn't even know
I don't think any of us knew.
Yeah, because again, I'm not credited in that. I was background. Yeah, you don't get credited for that. But again, I did that at 7, and then right before I was 8 is when I got a Tide commercial, an Albertsons commercial, and a Barbie doll commercial. And then I had to join SAG. And then from there, it's like everything was only dialogue only, and I had lines.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so listen, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Time out. And, we'll definitely keep in touch with you.
Sounds good. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad we had a chance to do it. Yeah.
Thank you much for the advice, man.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Get some good headshots. Make sure your headshots are really good, too.
I see you on set soon.
Uh-oh. Watch out now.
That's how you do it. That's the mindset. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
now,
Have a good one. All right. See you later, guys. Appreciate it. Bye. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm done. I was doing a live. I forgot y'all was here for 2 seconds. I hope you guys have fun. I was just chatting. I'll post the link so you guys can see it. And yeah, that was a nice little live. Thank you. Hi, G. Hi, Naya. Is it Naya? I think so. Naya. Ebony, Michelle, Kathy, Paul, Bernard, all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And it was fun. I will post my live later, and I will hop on again soon. I have another one coming up. I got to go to Atlanta. I got to go to Chicago. I'm going to be busy, y'all. So I always like to go live when I'm behind the scenes doing these. All right, y'all. I will talk to you soon. Bye.